Hi guys, this is Gabor and this is my mental illness newsletter. And the topic of today is going to be things could be yours, but they will never be you. I'd like to start with a story I just had recently, a couple of actually minutes ago, let's say an hour ago or so, when in my place the landlord came in. And I know the landlord not very well, but a little bit. So at least we have already introduced to each other. And the bottom line is that I had a thought, and this thought seems became very important to me, and I would like to share about this thought. And also I would like to share some consequences that I have already learned from this thought. So I thought that I should invite the landlord up to my room because I thought if he sees my stuff around, you know, my personal belongings, my computers, my instruments, my everything around me, those are my personal belongings, this perhaps could change the way he look at me. Probably, I thought I probably could become more in his eyes, and I could have some advantages just because of this. So I thought it would be nice to invite the landlord up to my place, and this actually led me to think something else, which was very important as well. I thought that, hang on, Gabor, hang on for a second. What am I thinking that who I am? Am I the person that consists of all my personal belongings? So for example, if I could, let's say, just change my car, I've got a Ford Focus right now, so let's say if I change my car to a new A-class Mercedes or whatever, would I be immediately a better, perhaps a more sufficient person as I am? No, no, this is bullshit. Of course I am not. And also, I thought that Eckhart Tolle crossed just my mind, because if you just Google one of his teaching, you can easily bump in that Eckhart Tolle often, even it's part of the Power of Now, his first book, that oftentimes infants, when have the first toy, let's say, you can see that this toy is just becoming his or her to this infant as a personal belonging, but he or she is a little bit confused. But only you can see that that these personal belongings kind of becoming him or her important when you try to move this toy away, and he or she becomes like, oh no. And what does that mean? That perhaps the way he or she thinks that I am is a little bit got extended by the toys surrounded. So when I became an adult, still this is with me. As, let's say, my car is one of the toy of mine. Let's say my computers, instrument, everything around, those are tangible things, my personal belongings. It seems still me, still my extension of who I am. But if you try to look at spiritually, this is something really bullshit. This is not who you are, because essentially who you are is, you can feel if you are present for a moment, and and what you feel. Thoughts never can reach this area. Even if I'm saying area, I cannot reach. Only I can point towards where I am. But if you, let's say, have a thought and you feel you can observe this thought before that thought actually takes you as much away that you can get carried away by that thought, and you know, if you can observe it, then you have a relationship. So there is you and the thought. So the thought cannot be you, can it? Or, other words, everything what you touch and feel, what you see, if you can observe it, if you can focus on, those things cannot be you. None of your personal belonging, none of my personal belonging. I have a new phone, for example. I was proud to show you. So I've got a new phone, for example. It is not me. This phone, very expensive phone, but still it doesn't make me happy, more happy than I am. It doesn't make me more as I am either. So what would be the takeaway of this video for you? I would say that it is never too late to completely detached yourself from your personal belongings. Yes, it is never too late. So if you do it now, very good. If you do it tomorrow or next year, 10 years time, at any time, it is very, very good for you. And also another takeaway, and probably this is my takeaway and could be your takeaway as well. The teaching itself could be, so when you feel next time a desire, for example, let's say you have a new phone and you can't wait to show it to your friends, you have this feeling, okay? Or let's say you have a new car and you just can't wait to show it to your friends, to your neighbor, to your colleagues, whoever. Then remember, just because the new car or the new phone, you are actually not more spiritually, perhaps you are not more than before. Those things are not designed to make your life happier. Probably easier, but not happier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you next time.